I'm Dan Carey, and this is Hard Hat Chat, brought to you by the Power of Core 4. In this episode, we're going to discuss all things project management. It's supposed to be project management in construction. We got your friend and mine, Jason Hills. It's about whatever you want, Jace. We're just going to talk. Let's go.
It's about everything. Whatever you want to talk about, Jace.
Right,
Because
so
this isn't just about jobs. This is about the people behind the jobs and their stories.
oh, Kurt, that is absolutely clip gold. That,
Rye's going to work wonders with that.
yeah. I hope he does. I don't think Ryan listens, actually.
No, I make him listen.
I think he's the only person that could work on a show and not actually listen to it.
Where's he gone?
Oh, he's just disappeared in the background.
Producers just disappeared.
Yeah.
It's just us, Jason.
it's just
imagine,
us.
imagine, it's just the three of us.
Yeah, just
Having
a chat.
three best friends having a chat.
Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah.
Friends.
Best friends. Actually, this could be more construed as like a landlord and tenant thing, being as this is my favourite lease agreement that I've got with anyone.
Yeah.
Kurt, that Jason has to pay me weekly in curry.
Curry wraps.
Yeah.
They're my favourite.
Well, curry wraps, but he keeps going. Look, I'm not. This wasn't what it was about, but I'm going to put it out there, right? He keeps going like, I've reinvented the wheel. I'm giving you a dish that's slightly different to what you normally like, but I like the curry wrap, the traditional South African curry, the bunny chow, but in a wrap.
And that's what you're getting tomorrow.
Well, I should be getting it tomorrow because the rent is due tomorrow.
Yeah, I know, but no. Tomorrow's is going to cover for 3 weeks ago.
oh, right, okay. Oh, you're one of them sort of tenants.
Yeah. No, always pay in the end. But, you know.
I don't know if I can eat that much
When
curry.
is the end?
Jace, I don't know if I can eat that much curry in one hit, but it is good. He does do Kurt, you've had it. He does do a nice
yeah. No, I'm
curry wrap.
I'm fully on board.
I haven't really, but yeah, when he comes in, he goes, "Oh, I've put it in a new dish. I've done this. I've done that with it." I'm like, "No, I want the original wrap." Or I've considered actually getting a DLAP schedule together and suing him.
For how many curries?
How many curries?
Yeah, that's what I will be. It would be like me and you in court, and I'll say to the judge, "I don't want the cash. He needs to pay me in curry."
Throw in a few naan breads.
Yeah.
Nice.
Commission.
Anyway, should we get around to the pod?
Come on.
Should
Let's
we do
stop
the
doing curry.
formalities?
What is
Welcome, everybody.
What is the formality?
It's a Hard Hat Chat. We've got another guest. We're back on the guest train. So why don't we let the guest introduce themselves again?
Right, so I'm Jason. I'm Dan's best friend. I think I'm your only friend. But,
Yeah,
have you got any other friends?
No.
No, I don't think I have. Yeah.
I think we make Curtis do this.
Yeah.
I'm here against my own will.
Yeah.
In fairness, I actually prefer Curtis to Dan, but you know,
Okay.
That's because I like the curries.
Let's talk about what you do. Are you just trying to dive around the fact that what you do is a bit boring? So you're trying to make it.
Go on, Jace. What do you do?
Look, I do project management. Project management's it's fantastic.
Sounds interesting.
It's really, really interesting. All you have to do is just all day walk around with a clipboard, tick a few boxes, make a few phone calls. You don't ever have to be on time with things. You just got to be able to say that.
I've noticed that
you're going to
don't
do
pay your
something
rent
in
on
3
time.
months and then do it in 2 years.
Yeah.
So it's but yeah, project management. Been doing it for quite a long time now. Quite a few number of years. In construction, in property, in all kinds of things. Work for good old DWP, bringing in all their job centers. But you know what? How do you make project management sound interesting and sexy?
Well,
you know what I mean.
We will do our best.
Yeah, lots of editing. Lots of editing.
It's just going to be a very short episode. That's all.
I guess it's the side of the business that everyone's like, do we really need that guy with a clipboard and his spreadsheet? I mean, I do anyway.
The reality is, it is quite a key thing in every sector, isn't it? When you look across every business.
Yeah, when we're presenting any project, we present like, what is that program that we use? I should really know. Projects.
Well, yeah, there's that.
Oh, now we're getting very technical.
No,
very interesting.
And just as like, from a construction phase plan point of view, we do a construction
Mm.
phase plan. We sit down and we go, right, we're going to need X amount of time to do this, X amount of time to do that, and then we need the resources, and then we try to plug the holes, don't we? And then we always like roll out like a project milestone plan, and we sell the dream to the client, don't we? As in, this is the way that things are going to happen. This is what we're going to do, and then we get bad weather, we get client changes. Yeah.
Well, all this goes
We
on
get-
this all goes on a project plan.
Well, no, what I'm saying is we'll have it on the project plan, and the best will in the world, like nothing ever really goes to plan. So we try our best to do everything. It's like we've had changes on a project this week. We've got to we've got to procure something that we should have procured many weeks ago, but it's a change. Now we physically need it on the job now, like as we speak,
Mm-hmm.
but we can't get it right now. It's just a couple of weeks away. So that's going to cause knock-on effects to other parts of the project. And there's going to be like extension of times, like claimed. And we've got to redo the whole plan.
See, project with all that, project management is all about communication, right? It's about your relationships. It's about you got to know the people that you're dealing with, because projects never go to time. If we're gonna be really clear on this, projects never go to time. I don't know how many times I've told someone. We joked earlier about we can do this in 3 months and it takes 2 years. The reality is that they take too long. But it's got to be about your communication. It's got to be about how you're talking to these guys. But most importantly, it's got to be about using the right words. When you need to tell a story, when you need to be able to tell someone, the good news and the bad news, it's about the words. And what I tend to do
Is there much good news in it though? It's mainly
there's
bad. It's
loads-
mainly bad news, isn't it? It's mainly
there's
we need an
loads
extra couple of weeks here.
There's loads of good news, but again, it just depends on the wording. I've got a couple here where, as long as you're throwing in things like multi-phase, cross-functional, structurally okay, agile,
He's
we're
got some
taking a
good ones.
nice work stream approach.
Yeah. So
nice,
can I take Jace? Can I take Jace to the meeting where this next project's going to run over by a month? And I take Jace and I say, right, I'm going to hand you over to our project manager.
And he just starts saying
and
words.
he just starts saying these words. That's fantastic. Go on, what's your favourite word out of them?
but you know
Yeah,
what?
go on.
So out of there, my favourite is always going to be the multi-phase. This is
Yeah.
a multi-phase approach. This is how we've, it's 3 months, but that's one phase of the whole project, and that's why it can sometimes be extended to 6 months.
So Jace, how would you recommend then? Right, so we've got this project.
Yeah,
All our listeners have
Yeah.
got this project that they
Yeah.
need to get an extension of time on.
yeah,
So they come out with some big words,
yeah.
and the client turns around and says, "Shut up, go away, make it work in the time frame." What would you then say to that?
Structurally impossible.
There we go. Just come up with more.
What it's also about buying time. In project management,
Yes.
it's all about buying time. So if you've got to tell someone that, if someone's going to ask me a question and say, Jason, it's impossible, you've got 3 months, it's non-negotiable, then one of my other favorites is, understandable, Dan, let me take that away. Let me assess that. Let me have a proper look back at the situation. Let's take it back. Let me reach out. I love the word reach out.
Yeah.
We need to reach out to a few people.
This guy here has been at corporate level, hasn't he?
I hate reach out.
Oh,
It's literally one of it's
everyone
the one.
hates reach out. Everyone hates it because it is just such a
What does it mean?
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, you're reaching out, aren't you?
What do you even mean by that?
You're reaching
It's basically
out.
just saying, I'm going to go and talk to so and so.
Yeah,
But
it's the same as the other one. And again, project management, it's all about the speak. I hate it, but use it on a regular basis. Is we are where we are. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah.
Give me some time that we can at least, and again, we're going back to this, let's take this
It's all
back so
time,
that
yeah.
we can now think outside the box. Okay, another one. Throw them in
Yeah.
one by one.
Jace, these are honestly, I hope Ryan's going to use some of these nuggets.
Mm.
They are amazing
I mean,
to
it's-
use.
And he's
you
going to call it
thought-
Jason's recipe for
Yeah.
successful project management.
Exactly.
There you are.
Exactly. The other one is at the end of the day. Yeah. At the end of
At the end of the day, it's dark.
But again, just
Yeah.
to mix it up a bit to make this a really interesting conversation. At the end of the day, we are where we are.
so right. So someone wants to get into project management.
Yeah.
Let's talk about construct. I know you do property and other things, but let's just
Yeah.
talk about construction.
Right. Yeah.
What sort of money we talking here?
Millions.
For people to come up with them kinds of words, them
Yeah.
sort of buzzwords.
Lots
We
of
talk about. Say if you was like on a day rate, what can someone expect?
What in real talk in
No, in real talk, as in not probably some of the higher level stuff you're doing.
So in the
I'm not-
construction world, a project manager, a good project manager in the construction environment should comfortably getting between 350 and 500 a day. Comfortably.
Just to come up with some words like that.
Just to come up with some amazing words.
Yeah.
And then of course there's the tools.
Yeah.
There's also the tools that you got to bring in. You know, we talk about like nowadays it's sorry, I sounded really old then, but you know, nowadays it's so much more easier because you've got so many tools now. So you can say, well, do you know what? I need to also look at some of the tools. That maybe the tools that we're using to monitor is not correct. So, you know, when we're going back to this 3-week requirement that you're wanting to stick to, maybe we need to now go back to the tools. And you could just start throwing out a couple of words around there, like, you know, maybe might need to look at the Trello platform, or we might need to look at the Monday platform. You know, again, as long as you're sounding like you know what you're talking about.
I don't know whether he's like trying to sell us something right now. Do you? Do you feel like you're being sold to, or?
Well, I can start on Monday.
Oh, he's available. But I suppose.
No, I'll drop all my other clients because it's this is priority. Isn't it?
I suppose
Sounds
we're
like a big
being
problem.
jovial how we're coming about this.
Yeah. Look,
But like there is a serious side to it. We just don't take it that seriously.
But the reality is, you're saying about good communication being like the most important part, because it has to be any project has to be a team effort, doesn't it? So you've got to have everyone
100%.
buying in. So how, as the project manager, do you make sure that, or can you make sure that happens?
So again, in the project management world, it is all about people. You've got to communicate every day, depending on how big that project is. But you've got to communicate every day, all day. I've worked on projects which, you know, if we want to throw in another buzzword, agile projects. Agiles are very much you don't look at the long term. So if you've got a 6-month project, you will look at what you're doing for the next week, not what you're doing in the next 2 weeks. You're having these stand-up meetings. So every day. So again, going back to the scenario of things going wrong, you would then be saying to people, well, what we need to do is we probably need to have a few more scrums, probably need to have a few more stand-ups each day so that we can really start addressing and give people proper, clear instructions of how we resolve that problem. You know, it's one of the other things on project management is to be a good project manager, you want to be able to deliver your project on time, as designed, and on budget. That's what you want. That's what you need to be able to achieve that project management goal.
Yeah.
But it's meeting everyone's expectations, which goes back to, we laugh about the 3 months to 2 years, but as long as you have the right communication, as long as you have the right relationship with your stakeholders, they would totally understand why you are having to extend that. It's also about the information that you're carrying. The other things in project management is you deal with you're dealing with a number of key pillars. See that with the construction pillars?
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
you see
I
that?
like that.
Yeah. I just made that one up
Yeah,
right now. But you've got a number of pillars there. So the first pillar is going to be your people. So these are all the people that you're going to deal with on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. You've got your technology, all the systems that you're going to use, because in big projects, sometimes even small projects, you're using a couple of different technologies. You're looking at your processes. If you don't have processes in place, you'll never achieve. And that is every process. So that would even be, um, you know, making sure that the times are right, the making sure that if you need someone to come in and fix your trucks during as part of that process, you need to have a documented process around your health and safety, all these kind of things. The other one is data. Data. We're learning nowadays with AI. I'm trying to be a young 52-year-old now. I still feel like I'm 20.
yeah.
I know I still look
You look
about
it. Yeah,
26,
yeah.
27, but I'm trying to get down, get with the kids. Well, maybe that's not the right saying, but just get in there with the AI and things, and that comes down to data. Data is more important than anything, because if you don't have the right data, then you can't give the right message. You can't tell the right stories. You can't give the right information. Data, and that's why even today, AI is becoming just so important. And Amazon, if you look at people like that, they are more interested about the data that they're getting in than the money, because with the data, that's a hell of a
They
lot
can
more.
control you, so they're more interested in
Exactly.
that than the product they're selling you right
Exactly.
now.
And in project
We've
management,
seen that. Yeah,
data is very important. You need
Yeah.
to know everything about that project. If you don't have the information to tell you that, the project's going to fail. And then the other one is all the other stuff, the simple stuff like health and safety and
yeah.
human resources
Yeah.
and all this kind of nonsense. But
So we got, I suppose, at our level,
Yeah.
the level that we're operating at,
Mm.
it's difficult for that information down to us sometimes.
what from the project manager? Well, the project manager should be
from the team, from the from the construction team that we're dealing with. There's always a PM. It's how good and involved that PM is. It's how they've planned that project.
See, in
So
the
then-
construction, it's going to be different, though, isn't it? It's going to be a very different style of project management in construction, because it's people on the ground. We're not talking about just someone. We're not talking about just carpenters, electricians. That we're talking about everyone. We're talking about the people that are coming to dig the hole. We're it's location. It
Yeah.
could be
So
locations.
what we find quite often a project's been planned, and then no one will take into account that to dig that 4 meter deep hole you need you need a 25-ton excavator. So if you need a 25-ton excavator, you've got to get yourself a movement license to move that on the highway. It's got to be planned in advance. Things got to be delivered. It's also got to be picked up.
But if you
And
had
you'll
the
dig
time,
it. But what will happen? Like in my experience, this isn't just my experience. A PM will just say, "Yeah, that's a 2-day job," and it's actually a 3-week parcel of work. And it's like there's expertise and there's expertise, so they're like high level guesstimating what things come to, and then really when it gets down the line to us and we've actually got to do the job, the allowance hasn't been left for us to do the job within that allotted time.
so the best project managers that are out there, and all the people of Japan are going to love me for this, but the Japanese are the best at project management.
It's quite funny actually. We're quite big in Japan, Kurt, aren't we?
Oh, we are fully
That's a
international.
song as well,
Yeah.
isn't it?
No,
Yeah.
I thought.
Isn't that a song? Did you get that from a song?
No, I don't think I got that from a song.
Big in
Like,
Japan?
we
Big
are.
in Japan?
Oh no, that was from
Kurt,
Luke's episode, wasn't it?
I think
Oh.
you're the biggest person that I know in Japan. There's another guy that does some designs, but I'm sure you're bigger than him.
Yeah.
Because we've had lots of people message from Japan.
Lots.
Lots from Japan.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. But anyway, so
Yeah,
project
yeah, yeah.
managers,
Sorry, back on the.
the style that they take, which I think is absolutely spot on, is they spend more time planning than actually doing the project. So
Yeah.
doing the actual work. Whereas what we tend to do outside of Japan
Yeah.
is we tend to quickly do the plans, and then we spend and we do this agile approach where we're just constantly changing. We can
Yes.
change the plan 50, 60 times. If you're working with a Japanese client, don't bring him a change to the plan after you've agreed. Don't bring him a change.
I mean, listen, if you're working with me, don't bring me a change of plans because I have it every single project I'm on all the time.
Mm.
I've got the favourite word, so my word for this episode is
like them,
in abeyance. So architects, structural engineers in particular like this whole thing that if they don't know something, they like put a red cloud around it and then they
Right.
just write connection in abeyance. What does that mean? What am I supposed to do with that information? So that means I haven't decided yet. But then I get to the point where I need the information, and then I'm looking at 5 to 10 days to get the information back from the structural engineer, the structural engineer's consultant, or whoever it is. And I'm like, how can in this day and age we just put in abeyance, in abeyance? And I look at a drawing, and I might
It's
have
a
it on.
nice word, Dan.
It's the
a
word
nice
of the
word.
pod.
I do like it. I'm going to write that down because that's going to be one of my words I'm going to use.
Exactly, you could state this all the time. You could be like, look,
it's in abeyance.
Yeah, I mean,
if people say to me, and
they're going to say, what does this mean?
Yeah, they could say, do you know what, Jason? This is unacceptable. I say, yeah, but it's in abeyance.
Exactly.
We are in abeyance. Well,
No,
what does
it is
that?
what it
and
is.
then we move into the next subject. It is what it is.
Yeah.
We are where we are.
At the end of the day.
At the end of the day, we are where we are.
So, I mean, who knew this was going to become like an English lesson? Is this an English lesson? Is this a lesson of words?
It's English data. I've got some stats if you want some as well.
We'd love stats. Let's have some stats on
gonna go
guy.
Data. We're talking about data.
Well, so just looking at project management as a whole, there were 2.32 million full-time project managers working in the UK in 2024.
Where'd you get that stat from? LinkedIn?
No, it was a report actually.
Oh, okay.
No,
it's fine.
I should
From
have
LinkedIn.
Sorry, I just want to know.
It wasn't.
I'm just verifying your stats.
No,
today.
this is legit. I should have actually written the source down. I will drop that in the notes. But specifically in construction, that there was an interesting graph actually.
Yeah.
And I know they don't always go hand in hand, but this one was.
Oh, hang on. Let me sit on the edge of my seat.
So
interesting graph.
Project
visuals. They call it visuals.
Yeah, visuals.
Yeah, I knew you'd get excited about it, Jace.
So in Q1 of 2022, this is just in construction, project managers in construction, there were 107,600. By Q4 of 2023, about 18 months later, there was only 79,000. Like, that's quite a big drop. But it's obviously a sort of job on the rise, if you like, in construction, because Q3 of 2024, so only just passed, 90,800. So there was a big dip for some reason at the end of 2023, but we noticed, I would say, projects in general just slowing down a little bit within construction around that time.
Yeah.
When did Brexit kick in?
No, it's long before, wasn't it? But...
Jace, we don't get political in this show, mate.
Oh, sorry.
But many years ago, wasn't it? Yeah, it was like this guy. It was before COVID, wasn't it?
I think there was general uncertainty as to the direction the construction was going in.
It was mainly like a funding.
Yeah.
Big. Oh, another word, fiscal. What does that mean?
Fiscal. It's
is there fiscal? Is the fiscal in abeyance at the moment? I don't know how you can use that word any other way.
What I need to do then is let me take that back.
Okay.
Let me take that back and assess it for you.
Okay. Thank you. And please send me a bill for charge. For doing that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'll do an analysis.
But I'd say the takeaways are basically construction seems to be on the up based on that.
Yeah.
And it would be a good time to get involved in project management for anyone thinking about it. Now, a question for you though, Jason, because one thing we've recently touched on here is stress. Yeah. So obviously I would imagine with project management, there's a lot of deadlines, a lot of target focus. Obviously, you do your best at buying yourself time, as we've discussed. But what do you use to help you to cope with that?
Well, there's nothing better than a bit of cooking. As you know, I love doing a little curry.
Really?
And
I'm sitting here hungry.
I cooked. I don't know if anyone wants to know, but I think I'm the only person in the world. And Dan, you were there the
Yes.
day that this happened.
No doubt.
I
Was.
cooked a chicken on a Zulu spear.
Yes. So let's rewind a bit. I can kind of answer this for Jace a bit. What he
That's the
does
guy.
is he dives down the skips that we bring back to here at HQ. So we have an array of stuff come back
it's
here,
him.
Kurt,
Yeah.
don't we? And we either have where we're like next to the woods, we have squirrels that dive down the skips.
Yeah, saw one this morning.
Yep. They love it because the boys keep throwing their
Yeah.
lunch in, even after I told them for years, please stop doing that. Anyway, not that I'm bitter about that. But then there's another guy that dives down the skips. That guy is Jason. And I like to think that over the years, we probably saved ourselves a few quid by him taking the rubbish out. But he does make a mess when he does it as well. So I'm also a little bit, but
Yeah, because it does sit in a different bit of the yard.
then
for a
what he
while.
does is he moves it to his workshop, which is the other end of the yard. And then he will make the most weird stuff. So like, I was sitting there Christmas Day and he's sending me his like roast dinner, his Christmas dinner. But what did you'd done? You beat like a bit of old.
So
Was it an old manhole cover that you had on your
No,
dining
no, no.
table?
So the reason why you've got that leak in your roof here is because I took the sheeting
Yeah,
from the
this
top,
is the sort of stuff he does. Yeah,
and I turned that into a tray for all the.
you did, and
Christmas
it looked amazing. But
It was.
I was like, we had that out on site. We was like running machines over it in contaminated land. We've thrown it away.
We had a drain cover. I took a drain
Yeah,
cover, made a
that's-
table out of that.
And then,
I remember that one.
bits of
Remember that one?
bridge, and then you like the story. So I love my stuff. I love hoarding. To bring my stuff, look at my tools up there, from my grandfather. And I like them. They got stories.
That
I
make
like
nice,
how
candle.
don't make candle holders out of my old tools. Anyway, you like it as much as me. But then you get angry because then I get to a point where I go, I've got to get rid of all this around me. I've got to get it gone now.
Yeah.
So I'll take it to another part of the land and I'll dispose of it properly. And you will get the ump because it'd be gone forever. And you'll be like, but I wanted that bit of bridge.
Sustainability, you see. That's
It's
another
great.
way.
Sustainability
Beautiful
is a
way.
great thing, but also at the same time, like how sustainable is what like you've started to make stuff out of fridges, haven't you?
Yeah.
You're actually sitting there
Yeah.
now. You've got a baseball cap on
Yeah.
that you've made
From this
from a
came from a
fridge?
fridge. This came from a fridge. So this was and it's got the Velcro on the back, which I did have to
Yeah.
buy that.
had to buy-
I did buy that. Which that was that's one of my main things for de-stressing is
You
to buy as little as possible, but to make as much as you can out of it.
yeah. No, you're good at it. Don't get me wrong, you're good at
I
it, but
enjoy
also
it.
your ideas are like crazy.
Absolutely.
So I'm sitting there at night. I might be watching whatever I like to watch on the TV. Whatever basically Cat lets me watch on the TV. You'll message me saying, what I've thought of doing is if you get me another kitchen sink, I'm going to hinge them, put two kitchen sinks together, and I'm going to use it as a suitcase.
It's gonna be a suitcase.
Right?
I haven't told you about this one,
you
Kurt.
always get, everyone always says, oh, he's got everything but the kitchen sink. So he's like, I'm going to carry the kitchen sink with me. I was like,
I mean, there's something in that.
I'll say to him, why?
Branding is spot on.
There's an amazing thing in that, right? And do you know
Yes.
what? I've already got in touch with one of my old clients. I don't know. Am I allowed to? Because it would be classed as advertising, wouldn't it? But,
If they pay us, it's fine.
that's a problem. They probably won't pay.
Yeah,
They're German.
that's fine though. Say
Is
whatever you want. They probably won't pay because they're German. Is that a fact?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Germans don't pay.
Germans don't pay.
They
Okay.
don't pay.
Okay. If you've got
No, they do pay.
any
No, they
views,
do- they
any
do
views
pay.
on that, hit us up on socials. Drop a message.
We'd like to clarify, these are the thoughts of Jason.
yeah. These are not necessarily thoughts of Hard Hat Chat or anything to do with Core 4 or any enterprise we're associated
Well,
with.
so these guys are.
Why are legal always panicking when we've got microphones in front of us, Kurt?
Go on, Jay. Sorry.
Yeah, but you,
It's because we dragged this guy off the
Just
street.
calm.
So suitcases out of
So
old sinks.
suitcases,
But
yeah.
how's that going to catch on?
What, with the suitcase?
Yeah,
Easy, right? So,
like my
so
missus wants a Louis Vuitton suitcase, not a kitchen sink suitcase.
yeah, but you see, it depends because it comes back to the communication thing again, I suppose.
Does it?
So if I had the two, once you find me that other sink,
Right,
and
yeah.
then I can
it's on me to
it's on
create
you,
more
Dan.
rubbish.
It's
Yeah,
on you. So as soon as I can you can find that other half of the sink
yes.
or half of the case, I can create this case, which is going to start conversations. People are going to see me walking around with a sink, right?
I know, but people
And they're going to say, "Why have you got a sink?" Well, I'm off to London today, well, and I'm taking the kitchen sink with me. And it is the size
I mean,
of a hand luggage bag.
I think we can workshop this now. So I think the branding's really good.
Yeah.
The idea is not. But
Why is the idea not good?
because I can't see it. But what you could do, and you don't need
don't
two
worry,
kitchen
Kurt,
sinks
Kurt,
then.
I can start a WhatsApp group with the three of us if you want. If you want to also be involved in these conversations.
No, could you not use part of one kitchen sink
Yeah.
to make quite a traditional looking bag, but with like the kitchen sink written in big letters on the side? And it's actually made with bits of a kitchen sink, but
No,
just
but
not.
that's what this is.
But it doesn't look like it.
It does.
Oh, you want it to?
Yeah. So
Okay.
when you look at the two sinks, right? When you look at the two sinks, this is very interesting stuff.
Yeah.
When you look at the two sinks together, it does look like a travel bag. It's the
Yeah, I get
shape.
what he's saying, but what
It's-
I've tried to do, because he's tasked me with this other sink, I'm going to get him an old-fashioned farmhouse butler sink.
Yeah.
And then what I want to do,
That might go over the weight allowance.
Let
Is
him
it
get on
more
the-
than 5 kilograms?
let him get on that EasyJet flight with that. Yeah, it's a two-man lift before he puts anything in it. I mean, Jace, it truly is great what you make. I mean, you made some fantastic stuff for the gym and that. When
The smoker. We haven't talked about the smoker.
stuff that we bought back here. I mean, we pulled out. Is that what you made out of the hospital stuff? No. Have you made anything out of the stuff we pulled out of the hospital?
No, so that is
All
going
the
to be
oxygen
the big.
tanks.
That's going to be the big smoker.
Yeah.
But the one that I have made a smoker
I
from.
mean, you've been
and I
promising
need
me
to-
to be a smoker for 3 years.
Yeah,
by the
and I'm
way,
going to
that.
bring it here, and
Yep.
we're going to do some smoking.
that's
Can
great.
we
I'll tell you
mention
what.
smoking?
We can
on
mention. We mentioned smoking. I'll tell you what we do. Why don't we have like a little hard hat chat party, and you do the smoking,
Even better.
like smoking the
Even
meat.
better.
Yeah.
Even better. Now that was made from a old beer keg
Yeah. Yeah. That was good. Yeah.
smoker.
I mean, that old beer keg was probably property of the brewery, so we probably shouldn't say that we used
Yeah,
that.
but guess what I did though?
Scrubbed the name off.
I did.
Yeah, I'm sure you did, Jace. I mean, to be fair, you found that was fly tip rubbish. So whereas
Yeah.
a part of our enabling and access works, we go onto sites quite often when they've been abandoned bits of land or they've just been sort of passed over to the developer. The developer might come to us and say, right, before the groundworks start, the main groundworks package, can you clear this land? They might be brushing it, there might be fly tip stuff. Yeah, beer keg. I don't know why the beer kegs are always a staple, but there's always beer
fantastic.
kegs and there's always wheelie bins at all of these things. And I think, why are these people like?
So do you ever get people that ask you then? I know I shouldn't be asking the questions here, should I?
No, it's fine. Just make it your show, mate.
Oh, at the end,
But-
we were going to say, have you got any questions for us?
Oh, there we go.
I just
So
won't do that
I
now.
got a
yeah.
question. I got a question.
Yeah, go on.
So when you're at the sites or anything, and these clients say to you, "Do you know anyone who would want this rubbish?" Who's the first person's
Right.
name that you think of?
It's either he has it
no
for
one,
himself.
Yeah, no one has ever said to me, "Do you want this rubbish?"
Is it not me, Dan? I thought it would
No,
have
but
been me.
I always do think
Oh.
of you. But the problem is, it gets too much. Just we're talking in some cases hundreds of tons of fly tip material. It doesn't even come through this yard because it would go away on lorries, right?
Right.
People really do take the mick when it comes to a plot of land. We had one a little while ago just up the road, and it was like literally, it must have been a waste transfer station themselves. dumping the rubbish on this land
Oh,
because
God.
the amount of what you'd need, it was all shredded waste,
Yeah.
heavy
Shred-
duty industrial shredded waste.
It's like a load of roll-ons have just
And
been emptied.
yeah,
basically.
and with it, this ain't just Joe Public just having a little fly
That's
tip
real.
or your odd like what people would stereotypically say. Oh, that guy, I've given him 50 quid and he's gone fly tipped in a lane. It's not that. This is people using land like it's the dump. So we'll have things like that, but obviously we transfer that through transport,
to-
and yeah, it goes. But it costs many, many tens of thousands of pounds. But obviously, if I see anything, Jace, I'm always thinking, do I want to be tripping over this for the next 3 years in my yard? Do I want to be driving one of my vehicles into it? It is always my favourite thing.
You know, I've still got those really long nails
Yeah.
that I found. Well, I think they're nails.
Yeah, they are. They're twist
yeah.
nails for geotextile membranes.
Yeah, so I've still got a load of those that I wanna try and come up with a plan of those. I'm thinking a clock. They could be the clock.
That'd be nice. I'll tell you what, when we start videoing this, which is very soon, if you make some stuff, I'll put it behind me.
Put it behind you.
And what we do is almost like a little country calf. We put a little price tag on it.
Little price
Contact
tag.
Jason.
Yeah, I like that.
if that's what you
brilliant.
want.
Yeah.
And what I'll do, what'll be fair commission wise, Kurt, on that?
Oh, at least 40%.
Yeah, good.
40%.
They called in the tax man. And it's not because, there we go.
Right. I think it's a good time now for our quick fire 4.
Right, so Jace.
Right,
So
what's
just
this?
to clarify,
This is going to be
quick
difficult.
5-4. I know you're a fan of the show, but what you've got to do is answer these quickly. Don't give us a long answer. You've just got to go.
And I think
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. It's going to be tough.
for the
No, hang on.
for the purposes of this, there'll be project management and woodwork and DIY.
Right, fine.
bits. Yeah.
Fine, okay. Hit
So,
me.
Jason, favorite thing about project management?
Talking to people.
Excellent. Project management or woodwork?
Oh, woodwork all day long.
Bunny chow or chicken tikka masala?
Bunny chow.
And any advice for anyone wanting to get into project management?
Don't do it.
Jace, thank
Excellent.
you. You is very good on that, Jace.
Very good. So, yeah, if you want to be a project manager, don't bother. That's the takeaway from this. So, as always, thank you for listening. Please like, subscribe, comment, even. Only good things.
We
we've
don't
got
mind.
Fragile
Kurt,
egos.
Kurt, we don't mind at the moment. We've launched, obviously, we've got Rye in socials now, heading
Yeah.
up the socials team. We have launched across all platforms. We've got
Yep.
TikTok, Insta, Facebook, LinkedIn. LinkedIn weirds me out because they do my messages for me. And they go like, it would say like, Dan Carey said this, and I'll be like, did I say that?
Did I?
I can't remember waking up this morning doing that, but yeah, they're using all this kind of AI stuff to do things, and Rye's done some great cartoons of us. We want to get some people on the socials. We want to encourage the conversation, don't we? Let's get construction talking. That's someone else's brand, but
Yeah,
let's do that.
That's
talk.
a good one, though.
Let's chat.
Hard hat chat.
Yeah, I mean, you don't even have to be in a hard hat. You can be in a hat that you've made yourself
Out of a fridge.
from a fridge. Yeah.
Exactly.
Parts of it are quite hard.
But,
still.
yeah. But Jace, thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you, Jason.
You
Thank
are
you.
welcome back, but next time
Thanks
bring
for
some
having me.
curry.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye, everyone.